So, in the last video, we became the most brutal and mysterious serial killer, where I went into different towns and carried out a total of 5 kills. I left behind some clues and even went as far as attacking the police station. But I've just now learned that in this Wild West, there's a serial killer far more dangerous than us roaming around. He carries out brutal killings just like we do and leaves clues behind. He even wiped out an entire football team. He decorates dead bodies and their parts inside a cabin. But the moment I learned about this, I set out to find him and put an end to him. Because as long as I am alive in this game, I will remain the top serial killer. Now, I had set out to find him, and I knew where the very first dead body from his killings would be found. But this man thinks himself far too clever. He plans every one of his murders perfectly and leaves his dead bodies hanging in the same manner, where the body has no head, no legs, only the arms and torso remain. Around the area, on rocks or stones, he leaves his clues written in white chalk. And inside the victim's mouth, he leaves his map behind, so it is known that all these murders were done by the same man. Another thing, wherever he commits these murders, vultures keep circling around. Some stay over the bodies, and some circle in the sky, so that from a distance itself, we can tell that he has done his work here. Here you can see that this body has been left hanging, and it has not even dried yet, which means this is a fresh kill. On the wall, he has left his mark as well, where it is written, "Look on my works." Some parts of the body are scattered around like this, and this sight feels far more unsettling. Right beside the dead body, up on the bridge, he had hung the victim's skull as well, and inside it, he left a piece of the map. First, I'll examine it and see what exactly this thing is. Now, as you can see, this is only a single piece of the map. There are 3 pieces in total, and this is the first one. For now, I understand that this man has committed 3 murders and left them in different places, because there are 3 pieces of this map. But before leaving this place, I will clear this entire site, so that no trace remains here that any serial killer has done their work. Because I do not want anyone other than me to be spoken of as a serial killer in this town or in this game. I will erase his work here so that no one can tell that it was him who did it. And just like in the last video, every time I commit a murder, I burn the dead bodies. This time, I will burn this one as well, so that people believe that this was my doing, not his. And now I have arrived near the station, where you can already see where he has left his second victim. I can see scarecrows around, and some wolves as well, feeding on the dead body. But if there are wolves, then they could be dangerous for us, so I will deal with them first. And as you can see, he has arranged this site in the same manner. In the same way, he has removed the victim's head and legs, and left his mark upon the wall. And on the left side, inside that same man's skull, he has left another piece of the map. And yes, those vultures are still circling above him, because as you can see, there is a great amount of blood flowing from this body. And I realize that this blood is not flowing here. The dead body has been dragged here properly and from quite a distance, and in such a brutal manner that pieces of his body are scattered along the path, which means he brought him here while killing him. And these trails go on for quite a long distance. And as you can see here, this leads on to a road, a place where hardly anyone passes by. Most likely, this man was just passing through here, and he was attacked. But for now, we move ahead and see what he has left inside the skull this time, because this is the second part of our map. Well, even after looking at this, not much becomes clear. There appears to be a broken bridge and something like a ruined building, and behind it, it is written, "You find," which could mean it says, "You find me," or perhaps, "Can you find me?" something along those lines. But for now, we will erase all his evidence and marks from this place and leave behind our own. By burning this dead body, so that it is known that it was not him, but us who came here. And now we set out towards the site of the third murder. I already knew that this one was far away and in a very isolated place. So instead of exhausting my horse, I thought it better to take the train. So I took a train towards Rhodes, and now we have arrived in Rhodes. My horse is waiting outside as well, so let us move towards that location. At first I thought this might be the place, because there are many broken things here as well, and it somewhat resembles the structure shown on the map, like a cabin. But if you look closely, as I told you before, around this place there should be vultures circling in the sky. But here, the sky is completely clear. There are no vultures to be seen. So I kept moving forward, searching further. Along the way, I came across a man kidnapping someone, and I don't know what came over me, but I decided to save them. But they say, if you do good for someone, the higher power does good for you as well. The moment I placed her back on her horse, I realized that right at this very spot where I stand, there are vultures circling above. And this is the very site where he carried out the murder of his third victim. This tree, it looks more disturbing than any other tree in this entire game. And here you can see just how much blood is scattered around this place. So let us quickly go and see how he carried it out here. Here, at this site, he executed the murder of his victim. And right here upon the tree, he has left his mark. As I searched around, I found the victim's head as well, and inside it was the final piece of his map. At a glance, it also becomes clear that something is written about a safe place here, and below it, there appears to be a drawing of some kind of cabin. But first, I will completely clear this site, so that no trace of him remains, and I will burn this dead body as well, in my own way. And the moment we bring these three pieces together, we come to know that here it shows us 3 numbers in total. First, you must go near the bridge, then you will find this cabin. Inside that cabin, on his lock, you must place this pin, and you will see it within the lock. And I know where this location is. So now we have our location. Let us move quickly and try to finish him. And as soon as I reach near his location, I find that very same cabin, the one that was drawn on his map. Now I quickly open it because I know the pin, and let us see what lies inside. As you can see, this place looks extremely disturbing, and perhaps he even cooked and ate them, because there are cooking tools placed here, and I cannot explain everything. On one side, I could see deep darkness, but on the mini-map, I could spot another room. So I quickly lit my torch and went to see what lies within that darkness. And here, I found something truly disturbing. As you can see, the kind of slaughter he has carried out here is beyond anything we could have imagined. There is a reason why he stands at number 1, and we are still at number 2. A very strange feeling surrounds this place the moment you step inside. But now, we must take the number 1 position. So we are going to end him. Right now, there is an option to examine here. Let us click it and see what happens. Now, a single glance reveals just how normal, how utterly ordinary this guy appears. He doesn't even look particularly dangerous, yet this is precisely what psycho killers are like. You can see that from the waist up, he is dressed in the uniform of a butler or a waiter. However, on his feet, he wears massive boots, a detail that suggests he spends a significant amount of time wading through blood. So, when the game prompted me to aim for a headshot, I executed it instantly. After all, I certainly didn't want this guy to cook me up and eat me. As it turned out, though, He was just a run-of-the-mill psycho with absolutely no real strength to speak of. He was knocked unconscious by a single blow. Now I understand that this isn't just a normal serial killer. The game has proper cutscenes built around him, and this was just a small mission. Since this is a mission, we can't just finish him off right away. We have to take him to the sheriff's office. But before that, I'll drag him outside, tie him onto my horse, and then burn down his entire cabin. Because if the sheriff ever comes here and sees this place, he'll probably say he's never seen a psycho killer like this. And trust me, compared to him, even my own actions are nothing. So let's move quickly, take him to the sheriff's office first, and see what happens next.
Let's take a look at him. Fella well, it ain't nothing nice. You are a frightening fella.
I'll behave, sir. I'll behave as expected.
You better. I'll get you a lawyer, don't you worry about that. You get in that cell, calm as you be.
This guy turned out to be way more psycho than we ever thought. He literally jumped on the sheriff to kill him. But since we were standing right there, we shot him and finished him off in time. Now, because we saved the sheriff's life, he gives us a nice reward. But honestly, I wasn't satisfied with just that. Then I noticed something. The deputy sheriff simply took his dead body behind the office and just dumped it there. After everything this guy had done, the murders, the chaos, even ruining my name, that wasn't acceptable to me. So what did I do? I kidnapped his dead body right in front of the sheriff's eyes. Then I took him to New Austin, back to the exact location where we killed our first victim. I had stayed there before, so first I dealt with the guy living there, and then placed this body in his bedroom. After that, I set the entire building on fire. Yeah, I did take a bit of damage there, but I managed to recover myself in time. And finally, I burned the whole place down, because when the police or bounty hunters show up the next day, they'll try to figure out who did this. But since we killed that man right in front of the sheriff, his name will disappear from the top list. And the serial killer at the top will be someone else. If you've watched till here, it means you're probably enjoying the video. So make sure to drop a comment. It really motivates me to keep making content like this.